right. Good evening, everybody. And it's been an entire month since I've used this pre-stream screen or had some music at the beginning of my streams. But that was pretty cool. And apparently that is the menu music for the new bolt gun game. That is a pretty cool track to have on a menu screen, I have to say. Hello, Shikar. Hello, Maddock. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sweet State 59. The monthly stream that I do. 69 followers to go. Nice. Hey, Drauken. Yeah, I do have 69 followers to go towards my target. Which is just there for the sake of accurately showing how many followers I have. I don't really have any plans if I hit 2100. It's just there for the sake of being there, since they no longer allow you to see the actual correct number of followers on your channel. They just round it up to the nearest 100. So anyway, welcome to the monthly Sweet State, where I talk about the state of the channel and what's happened, what's going to happen, and what is happening in the present moment. Which of course means you get to see me on a webcam. Not too sweaty this time, but I might be next month. Summer has arrived and it hasn't rained for over a week. Whoop. Shikar's excited. So, yeah. What a month last month was. What an incredibly scuffed month. But before I talk about that, I'll very quickly go over a couple of personal situation things, as I usually tend to do in these sweet states. So, this month's going to be quite busy for me. Be right back. No, you're going to be right back. Manos being be right back. Everyone is just driven to be suddenly occupied. So yeah, June is going to be a very busy month for me. And there are several reasons for that. The main reason is due to my job. It's a very important academic term for everyone. It is the last term for my Year 11 group that I've been working with for over 2 years, and they are going to be moving on, so it's going to be a very busy period of time getting them ready for the finale of their high school existence and moving on to college. It's going to be very emotional for a lot of them, and that will include myself and all the other staff involved, of course. It will be a bit sad to see them go, but I'm comforted by the knowledge that they all have places to go to, new colleges, so they aren't being left in the wilderness, which is nice to know. But because of that, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I have quite a few things I need to sort of help out with over the next couple of weeks. There's a high school prom coming up, which I'm going to be attending. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's on a Thursday or something. I could be wrong, but I got a few things to prepare for that. We got things to prepare for just everything, really, getting them out the door kind of sense. And there's also the fact that I then have to go to a new class, or I find out what's from there. Which student will you be hooking up with this time? None of them. Drauken. I'm not Philip Schofield. Topical humor. So, that'll be kind of interesting, because I remember my Year 11 prom when I was growing up back in 2002. So it'd be kind of interesting 21 years later to experience it from guiding some wonderful teenagers through their Year 11 equivalent prom, and I hope it will be a success. But because of that, as I said, there's a lot of things I need to sort out building up to that, and then obviously I go into a new class at the end of the term. I find out who I'm working with next year after summer, whatever will happen to me. So I'm going to get to find out where I'll be placed, and I'll then have to get used to a new class, which I haven't done for about 2.5 years. I've been with the same group of wonderful kids for 2.5 years, and now I'm going to have to get used to a new group. So it goes. And therefore, there's a lot of work to be done. Actually, even tomorrow, my first day back after the half-term break, I'm going to be hitting the ground running. I got things that need doing. It's going to be very, very stressful and very, very busy. So, I'll be busy as shit with things. On top of that, I also have a couple of things to sort out with my college course. Thankfully, that is getting wrapped up this month as well. There are a few more things I need to do, but by the end of June, I should have all my college work completed. I do need to get I still got a couple of things to do. I got a task to do here. I've got to do some write-ups, some reflective logs, some personal development, meeting targets, blah, 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 boring shit. But it's going to be wrapped up this month as well. But that means I'm going to be busy with that as well when needed to get that done. Which would be great, which is good, because I wanted to get this college course wrapped up before summer, and I am very on course to do just that, which is good. And then hey, Wardness, how's it going? So, because of all this busyness, there may be some, and a few other factors, which I will mention in the rest of the sweet state. Thanks to 25 Bits or Misfit. Welcome back, Maddock. The streams for this month may be a little affected. There may be not quite so many-ish streams. Hey, Pale Blue Camel. I haven't seen you around here for a little bit. How's it going? I remember that gif. Who can forget that on the side of the SS Camel floating through space? I didn't fully hear what was up with your work. Well, basically, it's the last term for my current group. It's the last term for my current group. You're a filthy work. Work is always appreciated here at John Suitepee. It's the last term for my current group of kids. I have a lot of work to do to prepare them for the final steps of college. And I'm going to be, as a result, I'm going to be quite busy for June and possibly some of July, but mostly this month is where I have a lot of busy things to take care of. So, yeah, busy times at work. And so because of all that, the streaming for this month may be a bit sparse sometimes. I can't say for certainty, but if there's not as many streams this month, you got your answer, because I'm genuinely busy with all kinds of shit this month. I of course, will be intending to do streams, but there's a couple of things I need to sort of... Well, there's something I want to do, but it depends how... to be honest with you, a lot of it depends how this first week goes. If I can get some stuff done this first week, might be okay. If not, business may abound. But I do generally expect to be quite busy this month with doing all sorts of stuff for work and for college and otherwise. So just giving you a heads up on that, If stream's a bit sparse for June, now you know why. But hopefully it won't be. So that's pretty much it. Otherwise, personal stuff as ever, losing weight, not really kept on top of that. Going to be pushing the summer to really do that, because being massively big over summer is hardly ideal. But yeah, there's a lot of things over summer I want to sort of adjust, shall we say. But I will talk more about that in July and August. Once this final academic year is over with and I know a bit more where I stand on my future, because I have a lot of things to decide in summer, like what I'm going to do now I have my level 3 degree. I'm going to stay at the same job. I'm going to move somewhere else, and lots of other things, which will have to be decided and hopefully taken care of. But that's for a month or so's time when it actually becomes my summer break. Right now, I just want to get through June. That's the thing. I just want to get through June. I got a real job making video games starting next month. Yes, and you're making your Luis Toledo, which I have wishlisted on my Steam now. And I may end up playing that when it is finished. Maybe. I mean, but yes, congratulations on that, Pale Blue. You know, I've been working at game development for a while now. It's good to see it paying off. It's so almost finished. 1 or 2 weeks left. Nice. Nice. I can't guarantee that if I would play it straight away, because I do want to take care of my request list stuff, but it will be on the radar to be played at some point. So yeah, that is where I'm at. I'm busy in June. I will happily just have this month pass by with minimal fuss, honestly, to get to July, where hopefully things are calmer and stuff gets concluded, and I'll, we'll see. Yeah. Another thing I need to mention is that I might have mentioned this in the last Sweet State. Probably, would I have mentioned it in the last Sweet State? Let me think. Probably not, actually, but I think I did mention that I was going to do some Thursday night streaming because I wasn't attending my poker on Thursday nights, and I've not done that for a couple of weeks. But I am now going back to playing on a Thursday night as well, due to a recent change of mentality regarding the Thursday night game. So I will now be playing poker twice a week on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Addiction by name is Suitepee. If you wish to call it that, I prefer to call it socializing and trying to learn some poker shit, honestly. And as I've said, poker is something I'm going to consider taking a tad more seriously as once the summer hits. A little bit anyway, as a side thing I do. To be determined. Hey Nitro, and John's been doing good. So yeah, it's basically because I went on Thursday just to play the cash game. I have never played cash game poker before, and I did so last Wednesday for fun, and I kind of liked it. And then I wanted to go again on Thursday, but I accidentally ended up winning the tournament. So that put me into a good position for qualifying for the regional, and also I just realised that if I don't really care for the Thursday night game, I can just use it as an excuse to play the cash game after. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to word some cash game poker, because apparently if you can walk away with quite a bit of money if you're decent at cash games, as it turns out. But I've never really done it before, so I have to sort of learn the adjust to that and see how that goes. I still prefer to play tournaments though, but cash games is a fun little thing I'm looking into. And that's the only reason why I'm going to the Thursday game. If I do well in the tournament, great. If I don't, I play the cash game and I get some practice in and have some fun. And that way, it doesn't really matter if it's a bit of bingo or lotto on a Thursday night. It's something to do. It's fun. It's a jape, if you will. So yeah, that means there won't be any streaming on Wednesday or Thursday nights for the next couple of weeks. This might change in the future. It might not. But that's the way it's going to be at this moment in time. So going back to basically the three straight nights where I won't normally stream. Wednesday do the poker, Thursday do the poker, and then Friday do the co-op stuff. However, there will be a change in that later this month, which I will mention a little later on. So yeah. And with that in mind, now I will talk about the recap of the 10-year anniversary month. 10 years Twitch streaming anniversary month, which took place over May, last month. And to put it bluntly, this explains how well it went, in my mind. Incredibly scuffed, to say the least. It was about as well planned as a as I don't know. I didn't have a joke in mind there. It wasn't a colossal disaster, but it wasn't really the organized event I had in mind. Yes, it would, Shakar. But as I said, it came at the very worst time when I'd just been so busy with shit that I've not really had time to sit down and go, okay, let's plan this. Let's make sure everything's in place. Let's make sure the layouts work. The fact that I literally did the fucking planning for the live streaming on stream at the beginning of the month should give you an indication that that was literally my first chance to plan something. But yeah, I was attempting to celebrate my 10 years of streaming on this platform, and I think it went okay, but it definitely wasn't quite as frequent as it would have liked to have been, and it certainly wasn't as well planned as it should have been. But stuff did happen, at least. So the layout idea of replicating the layouts for across my 10 years, I think that was something that really did need to be tested ahead of time. I mean, I didn't think it turned out too bad, honestly. At least not with the third one, that eventually we managed to get the text to a sort of readable size. But I think the second one was really scuffed, and then it just was like, it could have been better. If I had a bit more time, we could have made the text even more finer, readable for the second and third way. I mean, the first layout was literally just a game and no other stuff. And I did that for the Iron Man, and that went down okay. Although people missed seeing the text on the screen. And so did I, to be honest. The second layout literally lasted one stream because it was so squashed that it was hard to read. Yeah, exactly, Shakar. And then I rushed straight on to the third one, which went okay, but I still felt the text was a bit too squashed to be pleasantly readable. I believe it was better than the previous one. I like the idea of that, honestly. I think the idea was good. I just think the execution was very sort of... could have been better. I mean, the stuff without the webcam worked okay. The one after that was fine, and then eventually transitioned into the modern day one. I think the idea was perfectly fine. It just should have been a little better in making sure the aspect ratio and the text was readable on the earlier stuff. And then it would have been okay. I think that idea was pretty cool, because there would have been some people, who will have remembered the several years where I did just have the picture in the bottom right and the text on the right-hand side. And, I did that for 3 years, before I got fed up of having so much stuff on the screen. Well, Misfit would remember that, for instance, particularly. And Drauken as well, and a few others. So yeah, I think that idea was pretty okay, but could have been better. And certainly if I was to do that again for the 20-year anniversary in 2033, although I probably won't need to do it again, because I'll probably plan something different and actually plan something at all if I get to 20 years of streaming on here. The first thing I'll do is I definitely plan it out ahead of time and make sure there's actually events arranged. But I can worry about that in 9.5 years' time. Now. So I think that worked out okay. I mean, did you all like the layout ideas? Did you like the idea of seeing the past layouts? I mean, I will get onto that, Shikar, in a moment. But would be to assume you're still doing, well, it's nice to be ambitious. I like to think I'd still be going at least till I'm 47, barring the world annihilating itself or unfortunate occurrence. Plenty of time till 2023, you have a few months to plan. I didn't much care for the past layouts, but it was kind of fun to see them. But some of the chat was impossible to read. Yeah, that was the main issue, that I just couldn't bring myself to get around. But yeah, I like the idea that I actually at least did show the past streams with the layout, so I could show you it wasn't just me making it up off the top of my head. I actually went into my archive and I did show you the... Bloody hell, I'll start it down now, I need to put that away. I did always show you the archive stuff, the past streams of the old layout and all that. So I think it was kind of cool to get a glimpse of the past streams that I've saved on my hard drive. That was kind of nice. But yeah, I thought the idea was an interesting one, But it wasn't really that exciting, but it was a thing. I don't think I'd do that again. I think if I was to do it again, what I'd probably do maybe instead is more of the kind of thing of what I did with Going Down. I think the Space Cat Saga was a fun pick. I enjoyed that. That was a fun mod to play through. TC really. Space Cat Saga was fun to play through. That was a nice, fun little couple of streams. And I really enjoyed the revisit of Going Down. I think the Going Down revisit was probably the best part of the whole month for me, personally. It was because I've never really done something like that before, where I've gone back to something I've played without any mods or anything, and just revisited it and checked out if it still was pretty good. And it turns out that yeah, it was still pretty good. Not even to co-op with you, just kidding. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed that. I mean, I'd been talking about revisiting Going Down for years, and it was super cool that I actually still enjoyed it. And it was even more cool that Syriac showed up on all 3 streams, just like he did back in 2014 when he was called Moldy Bowman. Not everyone knew the secret back then. It was really cool just to see him show up and talk about the creation of Going Down and all the levels and how it was enjoyable. I thought that was really neat, Especially considering how busy Syriac will be with all his jobs and animations and stuff. For him to come along and watch a couple of streams of somebody playing his magnum opus, it's really cool, So I thought for me that was the best 3 streams I did at the entire period, was revisiting Going Down, really having a good time with it, and having the creator talk about some of the process. I thought it was really sweet. So revisiting which mod in 2033? I don't know. I mean, if I was to do that again, I'd probably revisit the Alfonzone, maybe. Pinchy's magnum opus. That's the only other one that I've really enjoyed over the years. That'd be interesting to revisit in a couple of years because of the improvements in UDMF. The Alfonzone was a really interesting set of levels that really pushed some UDMF stuff back in whenever it came out, I forget. Do Bastion of Chaos and Ultraviolence while being drunk. I don't know if that would really be a good idea or not. Going to Bridge Burner never goes well. Yeah, I can't imagine that going well. Sober, never mind drunk. So yeah, I think that the choice of Doom Wars that I played was good. At least it was some fun stuff, between Space Cats and revisiting Going Down. I thought those were 2 excellent streams, honestly. I think they went down well. And then there was the co-op streams, which was mixed results, shall we say. Mixed results. Could also revisit the game instead of a Doom mod. Yeah, but I can't think what game I'd revisit. That's, you know, a lot of the games. I mean, I associate a lot of playing other games usually with Dope Lives, honestly, at this moment in time. Although there's a couple of games I've played on this channel that I've gone through. If you want Rock and Stone to mediocre off, you're dead with me. Also, raise Nicolas Cage Prestige 100. Hello, Elgent. I don't think I'll be prestiging any characters to 100 in Dead by Daylight for a very long time, but I'll talk more about that later. Also, hi. So yeah, the co-op streams were a mixed bag. The most successful of the 3 that happened, there was meant to be 4, but there was only 3, because the Doom one didn't happen, because I couldn't get a bloody test version of Xandorum to install and play properly. So I just gave up trying before I got pissed off. I mean, again, if I had known about that ahead of time, I probably would have sorted it out before the stream even happened, but I literally assumed that I'd just click a server, download the WADs, and play. I didn't realise I'd been running a test version, which I'd installed for ages. Again, this is because I don't regularly attend these Hellforge multiplayer sessions. The last one I did was probably a month or so ago for a deathmatch. This was a bit different. So, again, something that could have been planned out better with time would have been making sure that that doesn't happen again, and I probably will need to set it up because I want to attend some of the Hellforge sessions anyway, because for fun's sake. So I'll need to work on that whenever I'm not busy this month. Unless I need to arrange the TTRPG stuff. Too much, man. Too much. So the Deep Rock Galactic stream was the best one of the lot. It had most people attend, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it. So what that says to me is that Deep Rock Galactic would be something fun to play on the stream every so often in the future. Especially since there's a new season coming out later this month. In about 11 days. Season 4 is coming out. So there will be some more Deep Rock Galactic streams in the future. Because it's a fun game and people want to co-op with it, and that's awesome. That was the most successful one. So yeah, there will be more DRG stuff in the future, because I do enjoy playing that game. The Doom one didn't go ahead. At least I explained that to people. I still feel kind of bad that I sort of abruptly terminated that stream for the few people that were there live. I really should have said something like, yeah, I'm just going to end the stream here. Sorry, everyone. See you tomorrow. Instead of just, like, terminating the stream like I did. I was just really annoyed, and I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to end the stream and say, fuck it. But I should have said something. So, you know, I was also tired. Again, another factor was the fact that it was also starting later than I expected as well. Like, it was starting at about 10 o'clock, whereas I was expecting it to start 7 o'clock-ish, like I've been used to. But, you know, again, that would have been me planning it out ahead of time. Now, maybe I should have just changed the days or done it on a different day or whatever. Or just been ready to have everything in place so I could just... I mean, if I had everything set up in place beforehand, I probably would have gone ahead with that stream. But I didn't, so... You first up for it to annoy burning people. Yeah, I know. I should have let people know. But yeah. The Dead by Daylight co-op stream was about as meh as expected. But Pineapple at least came along and did some Survivor games with me for a bit. But honestly, that kind of felt just like the average Dead by Daylight sort of chill stream, where she just shut up a couple of times. I wasn't really expecting a lot of attendance for Dead by Daylight, and I got what I got. I'm well aware that a lot of people don't really care for the game or have it, so, you know, better to watch me play it than to play it yourselves. Even though it's the thing that I still play a shitload of. So I wasn't expecting that to go down very well, and it was an alright stream. It's just, you know, my dreams of having a full Survive with Friends group was just a long shot, it seems. And it's also why I probably need to start winning away from doing DVD on stream after the Adepts. I'm going to continue to do the Adepts, or maybe I should just, you know, well, we'll see. I'll sort of review that situation once the Adept challenges are finished. I'm still going to do the Adept challenges, but after that, I'll see whether I just decide to drop it on stream or not. Because I'm going to play DRG instead, then, you know, are the better options. I'm happy enough to play Dead by Daylight off stream as much as I need to. Yes. Oof, indeed. And then the Killing Floor 2 co-op was also quite nice. I mean, we had 2 people join for that, and it was a pretty fun stream with Drauken and Shakar. Was it 2 or 3? No, it was 3, wasn't it? It was... Was it 3? Oh yeah, it was. Sorry, Nitro, you were there as well, weren't you? I thought you were there for the DRG stream. But you joined for the Killing Floor 2 one, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. Oh, Nitro was for DRG 2, yeah. Yeah, I was right, there was 3. There was Drauken, Shakar, and Nitro. And that was a pretty good session, honestly. So... Now, I don't think Nitro was in DRG. Yeah, I remember now. You were downloading the game and you came in. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed the Killing Floor 2 one. That's not a game I play a lot of these days, but I like the Killing Floor 2 one. That was pretty sweet to see. I don't think that's something I would regularly go back to, but it's nice to have a little session there, I suppose. You did surprisingly well in Killing Floor. Yes, you did. It was a fun little stream and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess as a summer event. I'm not really as bothered about the events in Killing Floor 2. As I said, I spent a lot of my time with that game. I have other games I sort of play now, but I guess maybe every now and then it's not too bad to hop back in, play for a little bit, whatever. So that co-op stream went okay. So, and then after that, there was just no further streams, and the rest of the month went by peacefully. And in fact, this is the first stream I've done in several days. In fact, this is the first stream I've done since the Killing Floor 2 stream, because I've just been busy doing things. So, you know, I've had poker, I've had co-op nights, and then last night I went out with some friends, so that's why this is tonight and not yesterday. They haven't streamed in like 3 months, yeah. Yeah, that's sometimes you just don't feel like streaming, and I do get periods like that sometimes. But I'm also well aware I've got things to get on with, and I'm going to get on with them. But that's all going to come down to the change of mentality of the streaming when all the quests are completed, which I will be discussing about quite seriously when all the requests are done. So, you know, there will be a sort of shift on this channel, I think, when it's going to be more of a I do what I want kind of thing. Yeah. I've said this before, though, Shikar. It's not new news to anyone. I said this when I first announced that I was no longer taking requests with several months ago. When all the requests are done, I'm pretty much just going to play what I want to play. Which also means I can then stream when I want to stream, and maybe sometimes I might just decide to take a week off. I don't know. I do enjoy streaming, but there's going to be a sort of a shift to maybe a more casual style. Maybe. But I don't really know. Until I get to that point, I don't really know what I want to do with the channel. I'm certainly not going to pull the plug. I don't think. But what direction do I take the channel is something that will have to be decided upon by myself. You know, do I just play Doom all the time and become an FPS boomer shooter channel and don't bother with anything else? Do I stick to variety / Doom, or do I don't know, do I incorporate some sort of do what I want policy? Maybe you could do walking exercise streams as an additional option. I don't think we'll be doing that. I'm not becoming one of these people that sticks a GoPro on their head and records themselves walking. That's Pokemon unpacking? No, I don't really play Pokemon. I think variety stream sounds good. Yeah, it all depends on what my mentality is going to be. This is hopefully something I can seriously think about in the summer period. At the end of the day, the important thing is you have a good time. If it's not fun, then it comes a shorter stream. I wasn't serious about Pokemon, yeah. I figured you weren't. Playing what you want is the best, yeah. That's what I'm really trying to aim for. Playing what I want is the best, and I get to decide what that is. You know? But that will be a discussion for another time, which will hopefully be in a few months. Which, if I'm really lucky, might be in August. But it does depend on some games coming out of early access to get to that point. Anyway, something you can comment on, something you can talk about is always the best. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was the whole of my 10th anniversary. And if there's anything I've learned from the whole process, is that next time I should definitely actually plan something out ahead of time and actually announce days and actually do things. But I think it wasn't too bad. Man, I could have had some logos as well and some like promotional stuff where I put up a little logo or maybe ask people to create a new emote or a new picture to celebrate it. I could have had a little what the hell was I could have had a little image in the logo going like 10-year anniversary of the Sweet channel. Something like that. You know? That would have been cool. Yeah. But the question is, in 10 years from now, will you A, celebrate your stream's 20th anniversary, or B, celebrate the 10th anniversary of the 10th anniversary? Well, if I'm still streaming in 2033, I'll probably do a 20-year anniversary, but what the content of that will be, I do not know. And I will not care for 9 years. I need to get to that point. I'll be 47 by then, so I might... Let's see if I'm still streaming and or alive by then. If I'm still alive, there's a good chance I'll still be streaming in 2033. Look how I've decorated my cyberspace streamer cave in the underground bunker 54. Who knows? Yeah, hopefully by then I'll be in my own place, so it'll definitely be different decor. Hopefully, unless other reasons transpire, it might not be this you see in 10 years. By the way, just a message to future me. If I'm still living in this house in 10 years' time, could you please explain to this chat why I'm still here in 10 years? That'd be appreciated, thanks. And the reason for that could very well be that I kill my mom and take the place of myself. But no one needs to know about that. You know, that's a private plan. Wait, I shouldn't have said that part aloud. Oh no. Now as witnesses. That's a confession. Oh no. My Freudian slip of the knife. Right, time to grab the mind wipe device, and then Guitar Warrior will find you and kill you. Oh no, you'll be you'll be like testifying against me in court. No, Your Honor, he told it on a Twitch stream. I know the theory, Jen. I would never. No, I don't know. It could well be maybe I inherit the house, and so I stay here and live here, because it isn't. Honestly, this is a nice house. It's a nice neighborhood. I'll say that much. You know. I mean, I'd change a couple of things, but if I was to somehow acquire this house and do it up, I wouldn't mind too much. Be an okay place to live. It's not too big, and a lot of work's been done to keep it nice, so who knows. I probably won't end up here, though. It will probably be somewhere else. My needs will be a lot. I probably won't be able to afford a house like this unless I significantly increase my finances. It will probably be small, which is fine. Excuse me. I'm not really after a big house anyway. Just somewhere where I can live and stream. I'm not looking for something fancy at all. My area is peaceful, but it also makes it boring. Lived here since 97. No, grandparents fully paid off, fully moved out to pass, so only what rent. Come live in the Netherlands. Yeah. Then pay the cyber demon ass on the back wall. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saving my money up. I'm saving my money up. Hopefully by the time summer rolls around, I'll have 20 grand in the bank account. I mean, I sort of hit that at the start of this month, but due to monthly expenses, I actually didn't keep it for very long. But I should hopefully have at least 20 grand in my bank account by the end of July. And at the end of this month, actually, really. So, yeah, I'm slowly, very slowly saving up a 10-year plan that I started in 2020 to sort of just save up a lot of money and eventually just get a house. You know, that's the plan. 3 years into it now, and steps are being made. There are many more steps to go, of course, but some of them have already been done. You know, I've secured a job that I've held for nearly 3 years. So hopefully it will be a long-term stability. Yeah, retirement plan finally about time, but not has insight for me in the future. Yeah, I'm not really looking for a fancy house, though. I mean, all I literally need is a bedroom, a room where I can have a computer and stream shit, and a kitchen and a bathroom. That's it. I don't really need. I don't really need anything else. And to be quite honest with you, if it's a case that I have to fucking stream in my bedroom, then so be it. Fine. I will do that or whatever. As long as I can afford to keep it up. That's the main thing. I'm not looking for something fancy. Just something basic. You know, minimalistic. My house won't have a lot in it. It'll be very simplistic because too much clutter is just, things to look after, things to take care of. And it's unnecessary. You know, I'd rather just be able to keep things simple. It's not like I intend to spend many hours in the house all the time anyway. I hopefully will be out socializing, playing poker, and doing other stuff, you know. I don't really need a TV in my place because the internet really kind of covers that. I don't really need a land phone because I have a mobile phone. That kind of covers that. You know, as long as it's somewhere I can live. But anyway, that's a discussion for a few years, right? Right now, I'm just stockpiling money. That's the basic gist of it. Advance a career, stockpile the cash, and then in a few years' time, start looking for houses and acquire one. Bosh. In a house price 40 plus. Fucking finally. If only my dad hadn't been such an asshole, I might have actually already been at that point, but hey-ho. Then again, if I'd actually started saving up in my 20s, I would already have 100 grand probably, and I'd probably be set. That's very ambitiously what I'm trying to achieve now, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so yeah. In conclusion, 10-year anniversary, scuffed but okay. If it happens again, it will be more organised. I hope you all enjoyed it, though. I hope you all enjoyed the that. So, yeah, good stuff. All right, so oh gosh, why is that emote there, Broad Misfit? So yeah, are there any kind of final thoughts as to the 10-year anniversary? How you think it all went in general? The whole thing? Anyone in the chat right now? I did delete that Channel 1 Discord, by the way. Thank you for your suggestions in there. I did finally get around to removing that. Needed more Killing Floor 2. Pretty well XD. It would be nice if Sage had turned up for Killing Floor 2. But, you know. The 10th anniversary was great. I like that you made something special about it. I tried. I know you tried. He was busy with his stuff. No big deal. Especially considering that co-op stuff is organising that kind of stream. That was probably the first time I'd ever tried to organise some co-op stuff based on my end. I've been part of other people's co-op streams, but never had to organise it myself. So, for being the first time, I thought it was okay. It wasn't like I was expecting high numbers or anything. I was happy with the people that turned up. So, yeah. If I knew about it in advance, I'd have been prepared. I usually organise my co-op streams at least a week in advance. Well, hey, you came for the Killing Floor 2 Nitro, so it wasn't all bad. And I think that's something I definitely would have to do. I'd have to let people know in advance for next time. And if I do any more in the future, I would have to... I love your channel. It was nice that the 10th anniversary was recognised and celebrated. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice for you to say, Maddock. I mean... You know, I've been around a while. I've probably inspired a couple of Doom streamers and other such, I guess, to make Doom stuff. And that's awesome. And hopefully I can continue to do that in some capacity for another 10 years at least. Roll on the next 10 years. Let's see what else I can do. Maybe one day I'll be sitting here in a much more comfortable position, both in terms of weight, finances, and independence. We shall see. And there will be some more co-op streams in the future. There will be more co-op stuff happening. Maybe you'll be playing classic Doom. Yeah. I will strive to do more co-op stuff in the future. DRG at least, if not some other games. But that you just might have to wait a little while for the next one, is all I'm going to say. While I try to focus on completing the list, where I've got a bit of an opportunity coming up. So there's a mixed bag. You don't play it beforehand, yeah. So, getting back to what I'm going to be doing for this month coming up, now that the anniversary is over and now it's back to the normal grind of things in my very busy month where I've got a million things to do. My sort of intention for June largely revolves around the fact, aside from the fact I'm going to be quite busy, is the fact that Drauken is going away to Canada on the 22nd of this month. So, you know, Drauken will be away in Canada having a good time for about a month. And that will be really awesome. But what that mainly means is that the Saints Row series playthrough will be put on hold until he gets back. Because I'm not going to start playing Saints Row 3 now and rush to cram it all in before the 22nd in a month where I'm going to be very busy and might not stream a lot. I'd rather start it when Drauken gets back in July and go from there, when I can just keep playing. So Saints Row the 3rd or Saints Row 3 will be played probably pretty much the moment Drauken gets back from his holiday in late July. And then I'll be moving on to 4 and then Get Out of Hell on the PC. I'll be getting on with those pretty promptly, to be honest. And in a vain hope that I'll have those done by the end of summer. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, they're probably going to take a bit of time because it's going to be lengthy and co-op-y on the PC. But I'm trying to intend to get the Saints Row games maybe done by the end of summer, possibly. Give or take a couple of days, I'm going to need rest for work. I'll be dead otherwise. Alright, yeah, well, fair enough. Well, as I said, I'm not going to start until you're ready to see them because you need to see them. That is the condition with the Saints Row one, since it's obviously the one you've been looking forward to the most. So yeah, during that time, however, and Saints Row Co-op can be very unstable on the PC. I came back on the 23rd, so I'm back in work the next morning. Oh, right. Well, just let me know when you're ready. I'll have plenty of stuff to fill the time between then. And one of the things, and the first thing I'm going to do for the rest of this month, at least, and until it's done, is I'm going to be focusing on the Doom request list. The 4 WODs that remain on it. So I'm going to be starting with the Bastion of Chaos. It's on Thursday. Okay, well, I won't be able to stream on Thursday or Wednesday or Friday or fucking Saturday, actually, to be honest, because there's a Champions League final and I'm going to be watching that night. I could do Monday, perhaps. Maybe. I'll have to see. I could do it Monday, Tuesday. The only next 2 streaming nights I can do stuff this week. Might be able to do it on your Friday or something. Well, Friday is co-op night, so I can't really do that, since I'll be at work when you normally stream. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna if Bridge Burner doesn't show up, that's fine. But I mainly want to do it just to sort of time it around his birthday, so it's kind of nearer. You know, if he's there, he's there, and if he's not, he's not. You know. I was planning to do it after on the weekend, on Sunday or something, because obviously I want to get the Ironmans done and soonish. But I'll have to see how I feel. I could do it tomorrow or Tuesday. But I'm not sure. I'm more leaning towards probably ending up doing it after his birthday, to be honest. But, you know, it's not necessarily have to be on his birthday. It's just because it's close by, you know. But, yeah, I would probably let him know when I intend to play it. So, yeah, because it's the nearest occasion, I thought, fuck it. Why not? And if he's there, that'll be great. It would be nice to have him there to talk about it a little bit. But, yeah. Bastion of Chaos will be the next one I play. It's the only single map, although it's one hell of a single map, request left. And then after that, I'll be working my way through the next 3, which is Exo Moon, Noye, and Elevator. And those are the only Doom requests left. And it is my hope, depending on how many streams I can do this month, it is my hope that maybe by the time June is over, all the Doom stuff will be completed. And that request list will evaporate into the wind. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. Or at the very least, to have maybe just 1 left to play of those remaining. But we'll see. It'll take a long ass time to play through it. Yeah, I'm also aware that Bastion of Chaos is fucking huge, so... You know, I don't expect that to be a 1 stream deal, but we'll see. So yeah, my intention is to work for the Doom request list because I can't play Saints Row 3 or 4, and to answer Drauken's thing about Maximum Action and Wrath Aeon of Ruin, Maximum Action hasn't come out of early access yet, and neither has Wrath. We're still waiting. So I can't play either of those until version 1.0. Yeah, I mean, Wrath hasn't been announced. Wrath was supposed to have been coming out in spring of this year. It's now June. So I guess they missed that deadline. And Maximum Action, I hadn't actually checked. I'd have to... If I searched on my... If I search it on Steam real quick, I'll have a look. Yep, still early access. Still, for a game that's been out since 2018. So that's still not done yet. So yeah, still waiting. Still waiting on that one. I think Wrath Aeon of Ruin will probably be coming out soon now, I suspect. So, yeah. I mean, when's Realms Deep, by the way? I assume there's going to be a Realms Deep, and I'm pretty sure it's not far away, if my memory serves. Especially since there's no E3 around this time, which is something I kind of miss, was the E3 conferences and stuff. It's always cool, but now it's just always... There will be, yeah, just not physical. Yeah, that's fine. I expect that's the kind of timing when they'll announce something because, I mean, Wrath is supposed to be coming out soon. So I suspect I'll probably get to play that at some point. The Maximum Action, I'll have to see on that one. Oh, September, so I guess I'm off then. It's not around this time as I thought. I'm probably just confusing it because I'm thinking of E3, which I do miss. As I said, I miss the old conferences as around that time when they usually did happen and, you know, laughing at the stupid shit they say and seeing what they announce. Kind of miss that, but I can understand why there's no one going E3. So whatever. So yeah, the priority for June is going to be Doom. Getting the Doom stuff done. And maybe all of it. We'll see. We'll see. And then, of course, there's the Ironmans, which I am thinking of doing tomorrow night. The Ironman for this month is Return to Purgatory, which is 90s map set. Wow, released in 1995. Holy shit. That's an old one. Oh, boy. That should be fun. And then there's the Iron Eagle, which is... Oh, God. That's going to be fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. A sequel to... I didn't know there was a sequel to Urania. Bloody hell, that'll be riveting, won't it? It's anything like Urania apparently is. Oh, God. Jeez. Just fuck my shit up right now. Oh, my goodness. Urania. That's a fucking wad I'm never touching. Probably. Oof. So anyway, those are the Ironmans. Should be fun. I'm thinking of doing those tomorrow night. Unless I decide to do Bastion of Chaos instead. But I'll probably do the Ironmans, to be honest. I'm leaning more towards doing the Ironmans and maybe on Tuesday doing something else, because I do actually have a late appointment on Tuesday that might mean I start the stream a bit later than usual anyway, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm fucking busy this month, so try not to hold me to too much. Maybe things will get better after this first week, but I'm predicting I'll be quite busy this month. So yeah, that's the plan. Lots of Doom for everyone. If a Doom list gets done by the end of June, fucking fantastic. I'll be very chuffed with that, because then I can just focus on Saints Row and the other list. And I'm not sure what I'll do while I wait for those games to be played, to be honest. I could just start playing random Doom shit. I could just start playing other random games. I know there's quite a few games that have come out. Yes, I'm aware of Bolt Gun, as you can see by the use of this music in the title. I'm aware of Hayrot. I'm aware of Slayer 6. I'm aware of System Shock, but I'm not interested in playing the remake. Yeah, I could play all of those. I don't exactly. There are games that are new games coming out. There's plenty of other games that I still need to get around to on my other gifted collection that have been out for a bit. I don't know. I would probably lean towards maybe starting to tackle some Doom stuff. Maybe I'll even get around to doing some bloody play testing that I still haven't done yet. Dear God, I still haven't done fucking play testing for a few months. Maybe I could. Who the fuck likes Doom here? Yeah. Yeah. That being said, there is one. Oh, actually, there is one other thing I do need to kind of take a look at, actually, for maybe Tuesday night, depending on how the Ironmans go. So there might actually be something else happening Monday, depending on. Or Tuesday. I forgot. And it kind of ties into the next point I'm going to make about something that's happening. I guess I could probably show the fucking trailer maybe or something for this one, because it's kind of relevant. Let's see if I can dig it up. Oh, that's a 10-minute one. I don't want to show that. But, yeah. Holy crap, am I nearly at 1,500 hours for that? No, it's, sorry, I'll just cut my webcam over to the corner for a minute for this one. Boop, boop. No, it's, a game that's supposedly meant to be coming out in a couple of days. Amnesia the Bunker is coming out on the 6th of June, with Tuesday, apparently. Keep in mind, this is a release date that has already been rescheduled twice, and I won't be surprised if it was changed again. But they have released a demo, which I haven't played yet, and I might choose to do that either tomorrow night or Tuesday night. So I can get a sampling of this game. Because I love fictional games, and there's a very good chance that I'll probably just buy this game and play it. Because I like Amnesia stuff. It's fun. But the only thing is that obviously I'm very busy this month, and if I was to play this, it would be at the expense of not doing the Doom stuff, which I have just literally said would be my priority. But at the same time, I do kind of want to play this too. So I'm thinking maybe playing the demo might help me make my mind up. Hey, Mayor Pineapple. There's a tiny bit of Coke left. That'll count, I guess. Not a Coke now, though. I want to look for Amnesia instead of Doom. We haven't seen anything in the bunker. I'm not sure about giving you a gun. I can understand if you have an axe or a chair or a lamp, but an actual gun seems overkill. Yeah, but you get limited bullets for it. It's not a game where you go around and shoot things with 200 bullets. It's a game where you probably get about 2 or 3 bullets max, and maybe you get to use it. Or whatever. So, yeah. I'm thinking I should play the demo to see if I like it, and then maybe just make a decision after that. I mean, if I was to play this game, I would play it first, then go back to the Doom stuff. But I also could just leave it for a month, tackle the Doom stuff, and then play this afterwards. The only problem with that, obviously, is having to dodge about 20 million fucking spoilers if I care for the game. So, hello, Cherry, how's it going? Me. Why, yes, Cherry. Nitro does have a cherry, just like you are a cherry. He has the same type of pushy thing. How the hell did you know that? Me. Oh, you kind of peeked at me watching Nitro stream earlier. Okay, well, yes. So, what do you think of Nitro's cherry? You know, his pushy. Me. You didn't like it? Why? Me. Oh, you're the best one. Okay. Well, you are a demon with an ego, aren't you? Me. Alright, great. Lovely. Take a hug, little buddy. Me. Yeah, Cherry apparently is very proud that they are a clean Kako demon and yours was filthy. I don't know why a demon would be proud as to their hygiene. Fuck if I know. There could be only one. Cherry is best Kako. Hello, Cherry. And Shakar hugs the Cherry. How about the Winded Up Prologue demo? Oh, I'd have to reinstall that if I'm going to bother with that. I'll see if there's time. I'm not really too fussed about One in the Dark, though. I'll be honest. Maybe, but I definitely want to play this for sure. I already have the demo downloaded, so it's ready to go. It's just a case of playing it. I mean, it's going to be weird. I could end up playing the demo on the day the game is out. That could be so strange. So I'm going to have to make a decision on that. But either way, if I do decide to play this, it will probably be the first thing I do, and then the Doom stuff comes after. Or do I play the Doom stuff and play Amnesia a month later, but avoid 80 million spoilers? Via my recommendation feed, probably coming up with spoilers for Amnesia the Bunker finale. It's like, fucking really? Thanks. I mean, it looks like a fun game, honestly. It looks pretty sweet. Atmosphere seems pretty fun. And it's a fictional games game. It's going to be very immersive, if nothing else. So it should be a good time. Shot out here with the moon looks nice, doesn't it? Now that I think about it. So yeah, that's coming out on the 6th of June at the moment, and I might play that this month. I might not. I will make a decision maybe after I've played this demo, which will either be tomorrow or Tuesday night. Yeah. We'll see. Slight jump scare there, I suppose. Alright, gaps. Right. So yeah, I'm unsure when I'll be played. Have I played Penumbra? Absolutely yes. I played Penumbra a very long time ago. I liked Penumbra. Requiem. No, not Requiem. Penumbra Black Plague was pretty decent. Penumbra... Fuck, what was the second one called again? How the fuck did I forget the name of the fucking second one, which was the best in this entire bloody series? Oh, no. Oh, God. Fucking hell. Was it Overture? Was Black Plague the first one, or was Overture the first? No, yeah, sorry. Overture was the first one, which was decent, with the combat system that was a bit odd, but it was okay, and nice atmosphere. Black Plague was the one where they took away the combat and made the story way cooler. And then Requiem was, here's all our B-side shit, we will now fuck the story over and make some shitty levels. Yeah, Penumbra's atmosphere and puzzling was great. It was a bit inconsistent in what they chose to do, but, you know, it was a fun little ride. Amnesia The Dark Descent is the scariest game they've made, but Soma is the best one they've made. I will still say that to this day, that they haven't topped Soma. Because in Soma, they managed to do something genuinely quite cool. Not as scary, but it is a different kind of scary. It tackles existential dread, which, fucking hell, games very rarely do that. At all, let alone well. And Soma nailed it. Love Soma. Yeah, it is. It's not like directly boo, spooky, ghost frightening. It's more like, if you think about the context of the game, it's a lot scary. Especially since AI is creeping into the humanity right now. And we're having discussions about whether we will be, with all the chat GPT stuff and people getting a bit worried about AI. And suddenly Soma doesn't quite seem so far-fetched, does it? Just a little bit. The sci-fi is starting to become reality. Yes. Waiting for the T800 to come through the window any day now. Yeah, it's awesome. People are just pussies. I've not played Soma yet. I really should. Damn Summer and Brennus need my darkness for horror games. You definitely do need to play it. It's fun. Oh, no, I won't spoil Soma. I mean, Soma has a couple of endings anyway, but it's pretty fun. Hey, Mike, you know nothing of Soma? Oh, it's fun. You should definitely play it. It's very immersive, and it's the best thing that Frictional have ever done, in my opinion. I can leave if you need to. What do you mean leave you need to? I'm not going to talk about Soma. My point is I always look forward to a Frictional Games release because they really do immersion well. They don't always do... Well, they're not always the scariest, and Rebirth was kind of meh and rehashing some stuff, but they do tell some good stories. And they do have immersive elements, and they have something that's at least fun to play through, even if it's not always the most mechanically engaging. And that's fine. At least they experiment. This is open world. They've never tried it before. I just hope it doesn't turn out to be the ruin. We'll see. Yeah, so there's that. Alright, now it's time to boot up. I'll try and make this... Actually, I don't really have a lot to show for this one other than a trailer, maybe? I don't know. Have I said the... No, I don't. Need to go over this section real quick. I'll make this very quick, I think, because there's not really a lot of... Do we have a trailer to show? I really hope I'm not fucking spoiling it. Okay, yeah, good. There's a non-fucking weird-ass trailer I can use to demonstrate some of this stuff, which is awesome. Just get this boot up real quick. Need to set the stream-driven game anyway. Let's get this boot up. Oh my goodness, I'm only 2 hours off 1500. I've nearly hit 1500 hours of this game now. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. So, I'll try and make this section rather short. This is something else I need to do in a bit later this month, but not straight away. Not until the 13th of June. For reasons that will become obvious. So, yeah, the big thing that is sort of coming out in Dead by Daylight terms is, well, this is coming out on the 13th of June.
It wasn't programmed to harm the crew. It was supposed to help us build a safer home, but something happened. It became self-aware. It has no empathy. It doesn't feel pain. It learns at an impossible rate, and it won't stop until we are dead.
No, you cannot tell me anything. I know too much already. Ish. Yeah, they're doing sci-fi horror. So yeah, they're planning to do some sci-fi horror on the 13th of June as the new expansion, End Transmission. This is the third original character release they've done in a row since Wesker. So yes, a little bit of a nod perhaps. And the level actually supposedly is quite cool from the very little that was shown during these. Oh yeah, I also watched the 7th anniversary. That's something I did last month too. I forgot I did that. I actually watched the 7th year anniversary broadcast and live streamed my reaction to it, and almost we got spoiled. So yeah, this is a new thing, and as I've been doing with all the other expansions, I'll be playing it on the first day it comes out, and I'll let you all know. The 13th is going to be a Tuesday, a week on Tuesday, so I'll actually be able to I'll be playing this on it as a sort of first impression style thing, as I've done with the past couple of expansions, you know, ever since the Sadako one, you know, the Dredge one, the Wesker one, Night one, the School Merchant one, and this one. I'll also do a first impression stream on the 13th. Again, like I've been doing with the others, I know very little about this expansion. The only things I am aware of is apparently the Singularity is has been well received. Apparently, the PTB feedback says the Singularity is an interesting killer. Apparently, the survivors' new perks are potentially, one of them is apparently quite game breaking. But again, I don't read much into that because I thought Blood Rush would change things and it's barely involved. But apparently there was concern over something called Scavenger. I don't know what it does. I don't want to know what it does. But something about one of the survivors' new perks is pretty strong, apparently, potentially. From what I gather of the new killer, it apparently sounds a bit like a combination of the Skull Merchant and the Hag. Which, if that is the case, that would be rather ridiculous, actually. But I'd have to see it in action. The sci-fi map is apparently really cool. And, oh yeah, apparently the Singularity has voice lines. Thank you very much, YouTube recommendations, for spoiling that one for me. Apparently has quite a few voice lines that the Singularity speaks. Apparently. That's all I know, though. I don't know anything else. I've also seen maybe 5 seconds of killer footage where apparently he shoots a turret and he can walk between turrets and teleport or whatever. But I don't know. I've literally avoided seeing anything about this until it comes out, like I've done with every expansion. I try my very best to just learn on the day so it can be a nice... No one's spoiled. It just comes up on YouTube recommendations as titles for videos because I watch a lot of DVD content. So, you know, it's fine, whatever. I've not learned any. I've not learned the important thing, like how the killer plays, what the survivor perks are, what the killer perks are. I've not seen really anything of the new map other than what the broadcast. So there's a lot for me to discover on. I've not even seen the developer update for this month. I've not seen that either. So, in any event, though, the trailer looks a lot better than the last one. Sci-fi horror in Dead by Daylight could be pretty sweet. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing I'm hoping for is that this killer is not another Knight or Duel Merchant in terms of gameplay. Because if you think about the releases that they have, as at the moment, they came out with, let's see... I started playing Sadako, amazing fan service. Dredge, amazing killer, absolutely fun to play. Wesker took me a bit of time, but I really like how he plays. And then it's been shitty 3-gen, boring gameplay, though he's like can be interesting sometimes, but he's very dull to play in his optimal way. And then the single worst killer they've ever come out with, who is the most boring killer to play against or play as. To the point where every time I play this killer, I don't even use the drones that much. Because it's just so boring. I don't think there's a way to play this killer that's interesting. There's only a way to play this killer that is better. So, my fear was when I heard about the Singularity's power that basically it sounded like a better version of this killer, of which the Skull Merchant is a better version of this killer. So I'm really hoping the Singularity is not like that the Singularity is not the Skull Merchant but worse. Even more ridiculously OP. But, yeah, the Knight concept is cool. I mean, the Knight can do some fun stuff, but the Knight's gameplay is essentially just, you know, it gave rise to the free-gen playstyle, which has only recently been addressed. The Dual Merchant is just god-awful in design. You just spam drones on several gens and then you just defend those for ages. Organized teams can defeat this, but it takes so bloody long to do, even if you know what you're doing. And solo queue, forget about it. Pray you can... Yeah, I just hate this killer's design. I hate the mechanics of this killer. Playing as her with the cool claw is nice. It's just the worst killer I've had to play as. I mean, the twins is mechanically awkward, but at least the twins has some charm to it. The Skull Merchant doesn't have that. The Skull Merchant is just boring. Straight up. This is why the Singularity needs to do well. They need to deliver a new killer that's original and interesting, because they've balked it. But I guess I'll find out if they are successful. The sci-fi setting, at least, will be different and cool. So that's something, I suppose. And otherwise, in Dead by Daylight, I'm working my way through the tome still. Working my way through tome 12. Getting closer and closer to catching up to the current tome at this point, actually. You know, only 3 tomes and then I'm on to the current one. So, you know, getting there. Obviously, I keep playing. And then I got my Adepts to do as well, which I might prioritize later in the month if things go well on the Doom front or whatever. Or whatever I decide to do. So this is where I'm still working on my Adepts. Yeah. They're doing Night Tome. Nice. So yeah, that's where all at DVD-wise. So which kill will I play today? Oh, I'm just showing. I don't intend to be on playing right now. I'm just showing the DVD update. They're basically saying there's a new expansion, and yeah, that's where we're at. So that'll be on the 13th of June, a week on Tuesday. I will be doing that. It will be pretty fun stuff. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. Right, and so with that in mind, that is all the stuff apart from... Yeah, nice try, Maddock. Haha, you didn't quite get your DVD stream yet. It's now time for audience questions. So, if any of the 10 people currently in the chat, if there are any questions for me about what you've seen in this sweet state or in general... When will I prestige Merchant to 100? I'm not prestige. I don't know. Maybe not for a very long time. As I've said, I don't really have any interest in prestiging any character to 100. The only character I would probably prestige to 100 is Sadako. Possibly. But I have no interest. Right now I'm just getting all the characters to level 6 so I can get the body cosmetic unlocked, so I can do some mix and matches for fun. Especially since some of the characters don't have a lot of skin. So, yeah, I'm not really that bothered about that. Doing the P100 stuff. I don't really see the point. It's not like P100 guarantees you're good anyway. It just means you spend a lot of time leveling that one character up. You don't really gain anything for it either. At least you gain some cosmetics with the level 6. Beyond that, it's just charms, and I don't really care about that. How am I doing with the stoicism / competitive stuff? I miss it. The stoicism perspective is going well. I need to do some more work on that over the summer. Again, I really want to get into some meditation as well. I found it useful. I do keep on top of watching Eiselganger videos, a bit of Alan Watts every now and then. I still really try to embrace that kind of mentality. Still working on it in some aspects, but I really do love how it's helped improve my life a bit. But meditation is something I am thinking of doing, and also changing how I eat as well. That's something else that has mentioned in some of the Stoic videos. You can give me a good recommendation if you want. For what? Meditation? Okay, time for some serious question though. What's coming out in Doom content? Well, as I've said, Aeljand, this month, unless I decide to play Amnesia the Bunker first, I am prioritizing my request list. There are only 4 Doomwad requests left. The first one I'm going to play is the Bastion of Chaos, because it's coming up to Bridgeburner's birthday. I figure it might be a good time to sort of tackle that one. But then after that, I'm hoping to play the other 3, and it is my sort of target goal to maybe try and get the Doom stuff done by the end of the month. But if not, there's no rush, because Draukin is away for an entire month. Starting from the 22nd, going to Canada, so I won't be able to play the Saints Row stuff and the other 2 things, so if I have to run it into July, it's fine. As I said, I'm quite busy in June, so there might not be a lot of streams this month. It depends how things go. But yeah, I'm going to be tackling the Doom request stuff pretty promptly. So that's Bastion of Chaos, Elevator, Exomoon, and Noye. Those are the 4 left. So yeah, there will be some Doom stuff, unless I decide to play Amnesia the Bunker first. So yeah. What is my philosophy on buying games? Like, whether you estimate it will be worth your money? I have a philosophy of €1 per hour if I think I can get out of it, and I buy it, although rarely on full price. My philosophy on buying games. I would say if it's a game that... Obviously, it would always help to have a demo for a game, so you know if it's any good. It helps to have demos or some kind of way of knowing the game's going to be decent before you play it. It's always nice to get a bit of feel like that. But otherwise, it depends on the price. I don't really think about it, to be honest. If it's a game I want to play and I've checked it out and it looks interesting to me, then I usually just buy it. Although, that being said, if it's like one of these shitty live service type of games, I tend to steer clear of those. You know, but then again, I don't really play that type of stuff anyway. So really, it's just a case of, you know, if the game has a demo, great, I can play that and check it out, and then I know I'm going to like the full game. You know, I don't think I've bought a 60... Well, sorry, we don't do dollars. I don't think I've bought, like, a full price £50 game for a while. But, you know, I mean, I'm also happy to wait in some cases. I mean, I can tell you right now that with regards to buying early access games, I don't. I prefer to play early access games when they're completed. Unless it's like a multiplayer type of thing, but I've only been involved in one of those, and that was Killing Floor 2. That was very briefly early access when it came out in 2016. And aside from that, yeah. I just, you know, wait till it's completed. I think the only €50 game I bought recently is Darktide, yes. You and your bloody Darktide. But nowadays a lot of free content to play 64, some doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I mean, the kind of game I usually end up playing is like indie stuff anyway, so usually it's ranging from £10 to £30 usually. So generally, if possible, regarding to buying games, if there's a demo, I play that and try and get a sample of it. And then it's a case of, if I like that, great, I'll buy the game. There's a sale on, great. But if I usually want to really play a game and it seems good, and the reviews are good, the reviews from actual players, not game critics, I pay no real attention to what game journalism talks about with games because they lost their credibility a decade ago. I just buy it. But I don't really like to buy lots of games, though, is the thing. I really don't like to buy a lot. Multiplayer stuff, you know, the occasional thing, yes. Like Deep Rock was a good thing because it was genuinely quite fun. But like single player stuff, not really that much. Unless I'm going to stream it. You know, I have plenty of stuff. But I'm not usually too bothered about the price of games because I don't usually buy £50 games. So it's not usually a problem for me to say, oh, I'll put 20 quid on this. You know, I mean, I'm probably mostly going to end up trying out Amnesia the Bunker anyway. But it was nice to have the demo. I mean, maybe the demo shows it's complete garbage and maybe I saved my money. You know, it could very well be. I don't think it will. But you know, at least you would get an impression for what the game's like. Yeah. And that's something that's why if I was to ever bother with something like that, like if it's a game that's got multiplayer elements or is, you know, it'll be a case of, I'll come back to you when the game's actually done in 2 years. You know, that's why people play like Sea of Thieves now because the game has actual content. Or people play No Man's Sky because it now has actual content. Stuff like that, I would probably just wait about another 2 or 3 years if I was interested in the game. But I'm very rarely interested in mainstream games, to be honest with you. Most of my attention is on indie boomer shooters, to be perfectly honest. Stuff like Monomyth or other little things on the side. Not really the AAA market, because the AAA market is shite most of the time. So, yeah. That's my philosophy on the games. The main one is just, if it's early access or it's unfinished, I'll come back. I'll check back on you later. I'll play a game when it's complete and I can just settle down with all the content. I'm not waiting months. But I understand why early access is a thing. I just don't invest in that kind of stuff myself. So yeah, there's your answer, I hope. Chakar. Any other questions from anyone? Still bright at 9 o'clock at night. That's the summer for you. I think I was out yesterday and the sun pretty much was kind of up until about 11 o'clock. I'm not even in full peak summer yet. Not the longest day. It's been great. It's not rained for like over a week here in the UK. It's ridiculous. It's been over a week and a half or something and it hasn't rained once. It's just been sunshine, 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 and it's going to carry on into next week too. It's great. I think it's going to rain next Sunday, but it's going to be 2+ weeks of no rain and just dead warm. I love it. And then so I love it more when it happens in the summer when I'm not at work, but I'm not complaining that it's happening now either because it's nice, been nice for the half term. I'll be making a lot more use of it though over the summer. Well, I think I'm going to do over summer. Have a really busy summer. This time for real, like an actual busy summer, not to say, oh, I'm going to do lots of stuff over summer and then spend 6 weeks going, video games, yeah, I'm going to sit in my room all fucking day and just play Dead by Daylight until I become the next subscriber. Let's do, no way stop fixing. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. But yeah. No real rain yet. No, I'll probably... When the rain comes, it'll probably be a fucking thunderstorm, and it probably won't stop raining. That's usually how it goes. It could be a second side character. What? Coke Mouth John? I doubt it. Even though I do drink a lot of zero sugar Cokes. I need to stop doing that, really, to be honest. Yeah, made up as if Fahrenheit, not complaining about rain, so nice will be 9 degrees. Coke Mouth John. Perfect. No, do not start Coke Mouth, John. It's not turning into a bit. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's been pleasant. So, are there any other questions from anyone? Any other questions at all? God, I feel like myself down the weight from my bloody chin's back in front. Sucks. Thank God I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Question 1, V. Question 2, V. And the answer... Well, I don't... I'm supposed to answer that. But yeah, how am I supposed to answer that? How do I answer Old Misfit's question? I know. Enough of that. There, that's your answer, Old Misfit. Is that enough V's for you? Oh, God. Train equals cat girl. And he is currently proving my point. What point? There's, what, this Coke? Yeah, there might be some Coke. But not the other illegal type. Actually, in seriousness, when are you going to start doing Mega Man content? I have no current plans to do Mega Man content. That is the answer to the question. I have no real plans to do Mega Man content at this moment in time. Even though the legal cup got its name from the illegal one. Okay. I'm not like the biggest Mega Man fan. I've played Mega Man 1 and 2 and X, and pretty happy with that, really, to be honest. Blame Stag. Yeah, I heard about that. There used to be like apparently some Coke in Coca-Cola in the very early days, and then they changed it. But then again, there are a lot of weird product standards in the 1900s. I mean, fucking leaded petrol, for instance, or putting radioactive substance in fucking soap in some places, and sweets. There's a lot of weird standards that didn't exist back then, so it doesn't really surprise me. Yeah. Alright. I'm guessing that might be the end of the questions then, I suppose. Must be so little you can't hear the hum. I mean, ketchup used to be a prescription medicine. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Things were very different back in those days, weren't they? It was all bonkers and stuff like that. So, okay. Cool. Good stuff. So how many stones am I again? I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in 9 weeks. I'm probably 18 stone something or other at this point now. I've really let myself down on that front, I'm afraid. I was trying to aim to get myself to 17 stone something, but that's going to require a bit more work. But I am intending to take this month quite seriously because I gotta get ready for the prom, so... You're close to 16 now, dang. It's pretty good. Johnny's not measured in stones, he is a true fighter who gets measured in rocks. Rocks and stones. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I don't know my actual weight, Lord Misfit. I'm going to have a proper week of being at the gym and being more healthy, and I'll weigh myself next Sunday, and I'll let you know. After I've gone through a very busy week. Who knows, maybe I'll sweat all the excess weight off. I don't know. Alright, so I guess that's it for the questions. Okay, so at this point, that's everything from the sweepstakes. So obviously, as I've said, I'm going to be very busy with June with lots of college stuff, work stuff. Streams might be affected, but I am planning to stream tomorrow night and Tuesday night at least. And then it'll be the Sunday when the next one will be. So there's a bit of a gap of stream next week. Poker nights, I'm doing Thursday nights again and Wednesdays as well. My 10-year anniversary was scuffed last month, but I think it went okay. The focus is going to be on Doom list for the month since Dragon's going to win on 22nd. So I can't do Saints Row, so there'll be a lot of Doom stuff and maybe Amnesia the Bunker. See how that goes. New expansion for Dead by Daylight on the 13th of June, which I'll be playing on the first day I can. And yeah, that's that. So, that is pretty much that. Well, apart from maybe this poll, perhaps. Oh god, I need to put something else into here now, very quickly. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I've got a poll up. Yeah. And now I need to do something else. And this one actually timed decently as well. Vote now for your decision what I should do next. And the answer is raid someone. Winning by 3-2. Okay, well, the poll has it. I agree. No DVD. No Dead by Daylight. I am with Madoc. Well, sorry, people. The vote, the poll was there, and hang on. Oh no, there's another clip I want to play actually. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Find what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, here we go.
And the Ducky Man is the winner. Loser gets the egg. Right?
So the loser wins. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go raid someone. So yeah, well, that was a waste of time bringing up that clip. John, you were getting my hopes up. Yeah, sorry, but that's what the poll's there for. You know, more people should have voted DBD if you want to see some DBD. So who should we raid though? That's the only question. Who to raid? Well, looks like we got Colossus streaming System Shock, and Mr. Zool. Mr. Zool is streaming Miss Dark Souls. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm not going to stay on the Rage stream anyways. Colossus 8th. Yeah, I suppose we could watch some System Shock. Why not? But wouldn't mind seeing some of the remake. So yeah, we'll raid Colossus. So yeah, thank you all for watching this sweet state. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee? Nice try. Would you rather watch a tree grow, or would you rather watch a part of your body that totally isn't an attempt to make the streamer say something, is it, mister? Oh, yes, indeed. Actually, I can't really ban you for that. It's not really a bannable offense. But nice try, buddy. But the answer to that question is, I'd rather watch a tree grow, because trees are like... because trees are kind of cool to watch grow, you know? Like, it takes a lot of time, but you can see the development of the tree and all that stuff. So yeah, the answer is tree, to answer your question, the agency. Thank you for your question. Anyway, I'll catch you all tomorrow for something. Probably the Iron Mans, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Probably the Iron Mans, though. Anyway, good night, everyone.